Welcome back. We're on the last of our series of Holly's Writer's Path to Critical Thinking, and now we're talking about her high school English class, which I want to also say for those of you that are in the charter, this meets all of your charters. It can meet your A to G requirements that the UCs require, so you can feel comfortable taking these classes and making sure it shows up on the transcript. So tell us a little bit about how you have designed the high school classes.
Well, I have to say, in the high school class, I feel like I'm really in my element. As much as I love working with the little children, I started my career as a university instructor teaching freshman writing at USC. And so I feel like I am uniquely qualified to prepare these students for the type of writing they'll need to do in college. Mm-hmm. I know where they need to be at the end because I know where I want them in freshman English. So my goal is always to do that.
When Holly and I were talking about these classes, we looked a lot at standards and how she could incorporate all of the various and assorted standards for the different grades that you're supposed to learn this in 9th grade and this in 10th grade. And at the end of the day, what we said is, what we want the kids to learn is how to be successful communicators in writing and how to be successful in the college environment. And so we switched away from utilizing all of the core standards as the spine and moving more towards how to get the kids to be successful communicators and successful writers in the college environment.
And that's what allows us to be able to have in the same classroom perhaps someone who's in 9th grade, someone who's in 10th, 11th, and 12th, all working together. Every year, and this goes on a 4-year cycle, we're working with different literature. So a student could take this class for 4 years and never read the same book twice. All along, they're doing a variety of literature. We meet all of the standards for the charter schools. Students are looking at novels, they're looking at plays, poetry, speeches, absolutely, short stories. And they're getting experience not only writing the types of analytical essays they need to write for high school, but they are also putting together presentations. They're doing oral presentations together, working in groups. They're writing speeches and presenting them so they get some public speaking experience.
They're doing more research.
Yes, we have a variety of activities that they do in every single quarter, and that really helps them to broaden their comfort level with all of these different tasks. I've taught lots of students and they all tend to go on to, whether they move on to the community college or they are preparing for a 4-year university. I've never had a student come back and say, I just was not ready for what my college class asked of me. What I generally get is, wow, they're a lot easier than you, Miss Holly. And that's okay. That's what I want. I want them to go into a college level writing class and feel like this is the class I know how to do. So
most of our homeschoolers actually start taking junior college classes within their high school years. And I would say that 100% of your students have tested into English 101 anywhere from 9th grade to 12th grade, whether they were an advanced writer or whether they were on an IEP. Whatever you're doing it right, because all of these students are having significant success at the college level while they are in high school, which is pretty unique in California and really across the nation.
It is. And I think that, one of the things, I love literature and I love writing. It comes across in this class where we're really working with some really meaty, exciting, complex ideas in the novels we're reading. And the students are astonished at what they can do. Last year in my high school writing class, we read the Odyssey. We read Tale of Two Cities. And they found they liked these books so much.
But you were also analyzing Bob Dylan's songs.
We did. We had fun with our poetry segment on Bob Dylan. The students felt very connected to this more contemporary style of poetry.
And that's a pretty wide range.
Wonderful class discussions. Yes, we went from the French Revolution to Vietnam War protest songs. So, war, but we had a good time in class. And so the students are, again, working together on their computers in class. They're collaborating. We're examining the writing as a group, working and emphasizing revision techniques, all of these essential skills.
One of the things that's really difficult in high school and as kids prepare to go into college is that timed test, both on the SAT and the ACT, but also once they get to college, many times they have to do their writing in a class and it ends up being timed. Tell us how you've helped the kids get prepared for that.
One of the neat things our classes allow, because class size and the way it's set up, is we do a timed test when we're working with short stories, usually early on in the quarter. And
a little stressful.
It's a little stressful. I give them, 75 minutes, something like that, to do their timed writing. Then I take these and I look at them and give them comments. The following week we come back and we all read what everyone did during that time period. And they see lots of different possibilities for where they could have gone, what they might have done. We look at, in this short space of time, what could we have done differently? How could we clear it up? What really worked?
And I think you also use your Google Classroom to real-time give feedback to somebody as they are doing their stressful timed essay. Holly can peek in and see what they're doing and give them little helpful hints so that the experience is really a learning experience. It's not about getting a grade.
No.
It's really about developing this skill.
Yes. As they're doing their time test, I'm literally popping into every document. They feel like I'm stalking them a little bit, but they're always glad for the help.
Right.
I can see what they're doing, and without interrupting the other writers, I can write in advice. This is a great idea. Develop this more. Right. You need to move on to a new paragraph here. You're getting on a tangent. So in the moment, I'm there giving them some pointers and directions. So
this is just hugely valuable. I just can't overstate how difficult it is for some students to learn how to do these timed tests. And there's a lot riding on this for the child that wants to go to a four-year university and therefore score well on these timed tests to get into these universities. And the real-time aspect of you being able to go in and help them navigate how they're thinking and how they are moving towards this very short amount of time to do the test is really invaluable. It's one thing to do it as you're learning the skill, and it's another thing to do it afterwards and say, well, you spent a little bit too much time here, or you didn't spend enough time there.
I think they end up using these skills not only when they're taking final exams where short essays are required in a college sort of environment. They're going to be taking college entrance exams, and so all of these things help prepare them for that. It's a great class, and one that I know the students will get a lot out of, and I get a lot out of it every time I teach it.
Well, our students tend to do very, very well in your classes. Thank you so much for developing all of this and for sharing with us how somebody can navigate through your system as it's now been designed.
My pleasure. Thank you for lending me your children. I really enjoy working with them.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon at HuckleBerry.